So hey guys, we're back in Hogwarts Legacy. So today we're gonna be playing for second part. So see ya. Before that, let's check our video settings. Oh, ultra.
Don't look at me like
Okay.
that.
So
I've seen all the
let's go.
laws. Every one of them.
पहले कुछ खा लेते हैं, right? So yeah, let's go. Oh,
Good
madam.
morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls.
Yes,
Okay.
your ordinary wizarding level exams.
Okay.
They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Okay, ma'am. So
Here you
अभी
are.
हमको अपनी कोर्स की किताबें मिल जाएंगी गाइस, you know? इससे हम सुकून से पढ़ सकेंगे कम से कम. Oh wow.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. It would
Okay.
be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
शक्तियों से भरा हुआ ग्रंथ हमारा. Okay, ma'am.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Okay, ma'am. Let's go.
This way. The guide will give you
Lumos.
opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Okay, guys. तो
I
हम
certainly
अपनी
would have
पहली क्लास के लिए जा रहे हैं यहाँ
appreciated
पे.
something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up.
So यहाँ पे हम अपनी पहली क्लास के लिए जा रहे हैं गाइस. देखते हैं यहाँ पे क्या होता है.
Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio. Simply cast
Oh.
Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
So we have to cast a Revelio spell
Revelio.
like this. Portrait of Buffeo, guided pages. This portrait depicts the wizard Buffeo, famed for his brain exterior, as an example of what happens when incantations are importantly spoken. He once said S instead of F and found himself on the floor with a buffalo on his chest. Okay. Okay. ओके सो ये थी हमारी फील्ड गाइड. तो अभी मैडम के साथ वैसे हमको करना है.
Clever, isn't
Few
it?
hamlets outside of
Keep your eyes
Hogsmeade.
open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
ओह बिल्लू. सॉरी मैम, बिल्ली देखी तो थोड़ा खिलाने के लिए रुक गए हम. I'll join you around.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Oh, sorry. My bad. You know, the one most good thing I've considered about
good
this game is,
Perfect opportunity
you know,
to show
पहले
you how
से
to
गेम
use
के
good
जो
things to get around a bit
स्टेजेस थे बहुत डिफरेंट कर रही है, you
Your
know.
field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Oh, open map. Okay. ओके सो एक तरीके का फास्ट ट्रैवल है गैस ये.
And here we are. Quite the
Okay.
time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
यार पहले वाले गेम में
You
तो ये
can
सब
get
कुछ भी नहीं था,
almost
you know.
anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
आई थिंक सबने हैरी पॉटर ऑर्डर ऑफ द फिनिक्स खेला ही होगा, राइट?
Happening here. It's the
तो
heart of
उसमें
the
ये सब
Hive,
कुछ बिल्कुल भी नहीं
our
था.
King's Cross Station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What
Okay.
will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
You
Hogsmeade क्या है?
mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Okay.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Oh, I think Hagrid बोलने वाली है. Anyways.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack.
हाँ मैम वो
My
बहुत हार्ड था हम
suspicion
लोग
is
के
that
लिए
there's more to
उससे
the
बच के
story
निकलना.
than a
You're very
search for
good.
belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
शैतान का नाम लिया शैतान हाजिर हो
You
गया.
seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
चलिए अब चलते बनते हैं हम.
Good luck today. And
Thanks,
remember
ma'am.
to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Okay, ma'am. So yeah.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
हाँ.
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Oh. Okay, so guys, I think we're gonna go for there.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Okay. So now I guess we're gonna go for the charms class, I guess. ओ क्लास के लिए देर ना हो जाए देख के. ओह, इसके जस्ट ऊपर है हमारी क्लास. बस आ गए हम लोग अपनी क्लास में. यहाँ से थोड़ा सा दाएं, ये बाएं. ओके, बिगिन.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin?
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now everyone please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now.
Oh,
My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
oh, I think किसी को नहीं आता है. पढ़ते लिखते क्या हो तुम लोग?
Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Okay. 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 Yo. Accio is the spell.
Accio!
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Okay. So I guess यहाँ की हमारी क्लास पूरी हो चुकी है.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Oh, मस्त है यार बहुत.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Okay, okay. So करते हैं अभी कुछ.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish. Splendid! Stay focused. Now, excellent good happens to the best of us. That's it! Don't lose
Like
your
that?
composure. Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Here we go.
Okay.
That is how it's done.
Accio!
Oh, that was an execute. Let us see this.
Okay.
There we go.
आ जाओ.
Stay focused.
Be sharp.
Oh.
Accio!
Ah, you almost
अरे
had it.
यार. ओह, लफड़ा हो गया यार ये तो.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Watch this.
और तो उसके बिना बॉल के बिना टच हुए लाना है अपने को. ओके. Right now.
Here we go. There we go.
Okay. Yeah, we won.
You are not making this easy for me, are you? Be sharp. Yes!
Accio.
Very good.
Okay. Jamando wins. Wow. Just like that.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Okay, so यहाँ पे I think हमारी क्लास पूरी हो चुकी है.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Okay.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Okay, so is the magic same at Udgao?
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Udagao.
Honestly, yes. But I
Sorry,
just have to learn how to
Ugadao.
use a
Sorry,
wand
Ugadao, my
right
bad.
here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well,
Okay.
you'd be using it
So
on
यहाँ
clothing,
हमारी
to be
क्लास पूरी हो
precise,
चुकी है.
Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
So wait. Okay, so let's go.
A word, if you would.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Okay, so हमारा एक क्वेस्ट कंप्लीट हो चुका है यहाँ पे एंड लेट्स चेक इट. एक मिनट. ओह, क्वेस्ट लॉग. Challenges and quests. Legendary Cape, okay. कलेक्शंस में हमारे पास ये आ चुका है. And yeah, portrait of Buffio. And just let me take a look. Let's see what we have to do next. Okay, let's just take a look. Oh, so we have to take a look at this first. Okay, wait.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Yeah.
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Okay, so I guess we have to find some new quests.
Where were you?
Rebellion of 1752.
Revelio.
And by the end of it,
What are you
the
up to
minister
now?
was Albert Boot.
Lumos.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling
I'm
lies.
not telling lies, Peeves. It was
Oh.
Albert Boot.
Revelio.
It was Basil Flack.
Ooh, fight, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the minister a boot or the minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
So I guess करना क्या है यार यहाँ पे, एक मिनट, let me see. प्रोफेसर वीजली वाला क्लास कौन सा है?
Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio.
ओह, इतनी आसानी से नहीं ओपन होने वाला ये.
So many all over the world come through Hogsmeade. You never know who
Okay.
will meet. Spotted a vampire.
So here we go.
You should hear Shah talking about him, mate.
Revelio.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Okay, so यहाँ से हमें कुछ नए quotes पता चलेंगे guys. Oh wait, एक मिनट. यहाँ पे लगता है कुछ भूल गए गाइस अपन.
Revelio.
वेट, यहाँ पे कुछ भूल गए हम. Let me take a look. Okay. So yeah, we have to go for another class.
Revelio.
Okay, so we're here.
that all you've got? Yeah. Bad.
Levioso! Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Okay. Oh, Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa, I guess.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Okay.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprise. Good. Now, well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling.
Okay.
We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso. Protego.
You're good.
Now perspective. How's the view?
Stupid play. Good form. I know.
Really?
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
This can't be your first duel.
Leviosa, let's just say I must win.
I do enjoy a lively duel.
Oh.
All of my students for this event.
नीचे उतार दिया भाई उसको तो स्टेज से.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Oh, उसकी गांड जल गई लगता है.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor.
Yo, Gryffindor points, lady.
Practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Okay, Sebastian.
Nice work.
कैसा है bro?
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've jeweled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest jewel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club,
like street fighting,
or sneaking
okay.
into the restricted
I
section
knew
of the
it.
library, you just have to be
ये
clever
एक
enough
हरामी
not to
बच्चा है
get
जो स्टूडेंट्स को बिगाड़ने का काम करता है हॉगवर्ट्स में.
I'll keep that in mind.
Good.
मस्त है.
Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Okay.
Revelio.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Okay, what should we do now? Okay. Oh, तो मैडम वीजली से लगता है हमें मिलने जाना पड़ेगा अब. Let's go.
If someone gets struck by a cursed broom, we do hope it's you.
Oh, गलत रास्ता. My bad.
It's awful if you're sat near someone and they're trying to pass notes about. Half the time I get the blame, and Hecate has no tolerance for that, I can tell you. I enjoy divination, but when is Professor Anivy?
What about the room, Professor?
Oh, Dobby.
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecate and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near, what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
I'm not sure I have time for extra assignments, Professor.
You shall find the time. You'd be astonished to know just how much you don't know. In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Okay.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make
Let's
your
go.
first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
ओके गाइस, सो आई थिंक यहाँ पे हमने पूरा कंप्लीट कर लिया है अपना क्वेस्ट. लेट मी चेक. कोई अदर क्वेस्ट है क्या हमारे पास अभी? No. So I guess yeah guys, it's enough for today. So it's good for part 2. So जल्दी फिर से मिलेंगे. सो लाइक, सब्सक्राइब, शेयर. आपको पता ही है पूरा एल्गोरिथम यूट्यूब का. सो हियर वी गो. बाय बाय.